We're looking at the process of ingestion. Ingestion is an act of taking in food or other substance into the body, usually through mouth. That's your ingestion as a definition. Okay. So taking in food, usually via mouth. Now, what happens inside the mouth is what this three pictures talks about. So we have A, B, C. Take a guess what it is. The very first thing is we have physical breakdown. That is, we make it easy enough for us to swallow, basically. Right? We chew so that it's easy to swallow per se. Right? Then we have the saliva that helps in ease of swallow. Right? Makes it a lot softer. It's not only that, it has something called as salivary amylase. Salivary amylase that helps in converting starch to simpler sugar, and also playing, helping all of this, mixing all of this physically broken down, and this is chemical breakdown actually. Herein we have chemical breakdown. So helping in all of this is our tongue. Okay, so let me do a better job. So tongue helps us in mixing of all of this. It increases the permutation combination basically. So that's why we need to chew so that all of this happens starting from the mouth itself. Now we swallow. When we swallow, what happens? Of course, it goes to the stomach, but through a pipe. And it has a name. The pipe has a name, and we have that in our books. So we need to know this. Can you guess what's the word? Your clue is this is ocean that I'm trying to show. And here the keyword is Vegas. Okay, let me show you guys the notes. So we are in which one? Autotrophs, right? No, heterotrophs. And in that, nutrition in human being. So we're examining the process of ingestion. So food is broken down into small uniform particles. They are mixed with saliva, and the saliva is produced by salivary gland. It contains salivary amylase, which converts starch to simpler sugar. And yes, tongue helps in mixing all of this up. Now, food is transported from the mouth to stomach via food pipe, also known as esophagus. Esophagus. Okay, guys, that's how I think it's pronounced. I think I'm right. So if you guys have a better version of remembering this, I came up with this. O stands for ESO, I guess. I'm not very happy with this, to be honest. But yeah, Vegas to Phagus, it sounds like that. Right? Esophagus. One last thing that we need to know, and this is again part of what we need to know as per your book. Peristaltic movement. See, there was a question that I came across some time back when I was a kid. We have astronauts floating in the air, right? If they swallow, how is that it goes down? Because there's no gravity per se. Technically there is, but say they're free fall, they're under free fall. So there's no pull per se. Or if you stand upside down, right? Don't do this, but technically if you stand upside down or if you're sleeping, when you swallow something, how does it go down? Technically there's no down. If you're flat on the surface, there's no down. All your body parts are at the same gravitational pull. So how does it go from your mouth to the stomach, or how does it move per se inside your body? How does food move inside your body, and how do we end up pooping it? This happens with the muscles, that is throughout our the entire canal, and that is known as peristaltic movement. That particular movement is called as peristaltic movement. So I have a small video to show that. Say this is our canal, right? Say from the mouth to the stomach we have a canal, and when we swallow per se, what happens is the muscle will push the food in this manner. This kind of wavy kind of movement is your, this thing is your peristaltic movement. It has a name. Okay guys, this is basically a set of muscles that are doing it, pushing it forward. Of course, gravity helps, but if there is no gravity, this is how it happens. Okay, so that's about ingestion and how the ingested food moves from your mouth to the stomach.